Hi, welcome to this video today, which is all about making a small Forex account grow into a large one quickly, but at the same time balancing the risk reward. So you're basically maximizing those profits while at the same time keeping risk to a minimum. I've got 6 tips on this, and I think if these tips are followed, they can help grow a small account into a larger one. Now, in terms of the first tip, is going to be patience. Patience is definitely a virtue in Forex markets. Most traders, when they open up a trading account, they're too keen to grow their account quickly. And when I say this, I mean everyone wants to grow their account quickly, but what they do is, traders just basically equate the amount of trades they make with the amount of profit they can make, and all they end up doing is taking low odds trades. They're trying to force profits from the market, and they end up losing. I think if you start out in Forex trading, got a small account, you can trade once or twice a week and still make a lot of money. If you just focus on high odds trades, if there's no high odds trades around, don't trade. Now, in terms of finding these high odds trades, I think the second tip would have to be follow a wide spread of contracts. Too many traders come in the markets, just want to follow a few majors like Euro USD or GBP USD. Don't do this. Basically follow a wide spread of contracts and look outside the majors, look in the crosses as well. If you're trading from charts, it's the chart formation you're interested in. And I would actually recommend following at least a dozen pairs, and preferably 20 or more. The more pairs you follow, the more high odds setups you have the chance of getting. Okay, so broaden out your horizons and look across a huge amount of pairs, or when I say huge amount, as many as you possibly can. Now, in terms of the next tip, I think it would be don't diversify. Okay, diversification, you hear a lot of talk about it on the net. It's supposed to reduce risk if you take uncorrelated pairs. It's complete nonsense. Correlations can break down, or suddenly currencies can become correlated. It's actually your judgment on the trade that counts. If you diversify, all you're going to do is dilute your profit potential. So stick with the trades that are just high odds and really focus on one or two. Okay, don't do too many contracts. Just focus on those really high odds trades. Now, also the other thing I would recommend, next tip would be avoid low volatility. Okay, that's the enemy of Forex profits. You can't make money in low volatility, just trading noise. So if you've got a tight trading range, with small candles or small bars, you don't want to be trading within that range at all. Wait for the breakout, wait for volatility to increase. Always focus on high volatility. The next tip I would give would be time your trades. Okay, this is your working capital, and generally if you are expecting a move to happen, it's going to happen quickly. Okay, many traders, what they do is they put in their trading signal, target, stop, and then just leave it. It's a huge mistake, because what very often happens is you end up tying up your capital in a trade that doesn't move anywhere. So it doesn't move quickly for you within a day or 2 days. Get out the market and look for another one. You don't want to be tying up capital for weeks in a market that isn't moving. My next tip would be the 50-50, as I would call it. And I got this tip from Bill Lippershutz, one of the great Forex traders. I read it in Market Wizards, the book, and I thought it was a fantastic tip. And what he was saying is that if you come into a trade, let's say it moves quickly for you, you think that trend is going to run on, but you think it might be a bit overbought in the short term, cover 50%. You're still in the trade, so you make money if it runs on. But more importantly, you've tucked some money in the bank in case of a recoil. If it does recoil back, you've got the opportunity to put it back in. And if it, let's say, ran onto your stop, it's cushioned you against a loss. Now, most traders, when they think about making money quickly, think about pyramiding. So what they want to do is when they're making money in a trade, they want to basically make the trade size bigger, bring the stop up. That is a huge mistake, because most traders want to bring stops in too close too quickly. If you're after big trends, you've got to give the market room to breathe. And I think the 50-50 does this, because you know you've tucked some profit in the bank. So you've got the luxury, let's say, of leaving your stop back a bit further outside the noise. Now, my next tip would be with your trading account generally. Small trading accounts, if you're using a system with an edge, and you're picking out high odds trades, you are going to get what I would call windfall profits at some point. That's where your account equity suddenly increases by a large amount. I've seen small accounts increase by 30, 40, 50%. And I think you've got to have a target on your overall account. So let's say your account goes up by 20%. Just basically be happy with what you've got, whatever target you set. Take the cash off the table and go flat, have a break, and then come back. Too many traders that get big open profit, get excited, and they basically want to build up their position. I think you've got to use common sense here. That when you get windfall profits, they very often don't last, and traders who hang on too long lose them. I think you need discipline to just basically take what you're happy with. If the price runs on and you're not in, forget it. It doesn't matter. You've achieved what you wanted to achieve. And I think that's the most important thing in Forex trading. What we have to do as Forex traders is have mental control and be happy with what we have. Okay, so I think the tips I've just given you, if you actually use them, I think they can make any account, a small one, soon increase in size into a larger account. And the one thing I would say is in Forex trading, when I say increase a small account quickly, I mean that in terms of being realistic. Okay, get people come in and want to double their money in a month or whatever. You shouldn't be aiming for those sort of figures. You should be aiming for something realistic. And I think if you could make 100% per annum on your trading account, you're going to be up there with the best traders in the world. And I think that would be what I would consider to be something to aim for as an objective. So I hope you enjoyed these tips on how to grow your account equity. I hope you found them useful. Thank you very much for watching me as per usual. Take care. Have a good day.